Whew. Up the hill. Up the hill. Bike vlogger here. On my way to work. In the morning. It's so dang early in the morning. Topic of the day, computers. Computers, we all use them, right? Oh, I'm tired. Maybe we should talk about that. But no, let's talk about computers today. Mini PCs. I didn't know this was a thing. I recently discovered this. You can get like a little miniature computer in a little tiny box. I'm familiar with the computers that you can put underneath your monitor. I didn't know there's like little tiny computers you can attach to the back of your monitor, which is pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, so I figured that out. So I actually did get a second little tiny miniature PC because I do a lot of videos. I do a lot of rendering, which is basically some intense computing, basically. It works hard on my computer, so it uses up resources. So I want another computer, basically, that I can do some light gaming or browsing or whatever while that's going on. Whew. So I got a cheap little miniature PC. I think it's like a whole thing too, because if you like making or tinkering with stuff, you can get a, what is it, a Raspberry Pi or something, build your own little computer, or you can buy one that's already pre-assembled. Of course you're gonna pay a premium for that, but I thought it was really cool, so I tried it out. Only problem I have is it can get kind of loud, or really the bigger issue with my miniature PC is if I'm doing anything kind of beyond just word processing on it, anything more intensive, whew, it's like the fan, it does have a fan inside of it, so it's not completely silent. It's very quiet though, which I like. But the fan will ramp up when there's a higher load on the computer, basically. The only way I figured out how to fix that, well, actually I looked it up, like what's the problem here? Why is it basically, you know, the fan speed ramps up and then it goes back down, and then it ramps up and it goes back down. I did some reading online, and supposedly it can be similar to a thermostat on a, you know, a heater or a air conditioner or whatever, where if you don't have a, I think they call it a dead band or whatever, basically you have a set point on your thermostat you want to hit, and then once you start getting away from that set point, you want the air conditioner or whatever to turn on again. But usually you give yourself, you know, a handful of, you know, temperature variants that you're willing to accept, so it's not constantly turning on and turning off, turning on and turning off. Because if you needed a really precise temperature, you know, that could be a problem. It'd be probably constantly cycling, and that's obviously a lot of wear on the parts and everything, but also it's you know, noise and whatever. So anyway, I think the term I was looking for was what is it, hysteresis or hysteresis or something, basically where you're constantly chasing the I guess the heat or whatever coming off of the computer. You're cooling it down and then letting it heat up again, cooling it down again, but you're cooling it down so quickly that basically there's some sort of problem with cooling. So what did I figure out the solution was? Well, I got myself another little fan. So now you can already kind of figure out, it's like, well shoot, why didn't you just get in a whole nother desktop computer? But I got myself another fan, like another case fan, and I put that next to the mini PC to provide more airflow through the computer, basically. There are vents underneath the computer where it's basically an intake where air is sucked into the computer. There's a fan inside and it blows air basically out of the computer. Keep in mind the mini PC is not really a a desktop case computer with a big space inside of it. It's all crammed together pretty much. So yeah, the first thing I did was I put a fan on the outside of the case, blowing air into it. Of course, that wasn't a very efficient use of air, because I was blowing some air into the case, but some of the air was escaping all around on the outside of the case, which can help with cooling too on the outside, but it's obviously more efficient to hit the heat where it is, really close to where it is. So I started putting basically some tape and stuff around my PC, and I taped the fan to the mini PC. So it was kind of sealed. It was better than nothing, but that still didn't fix the problem. So what actually fixed the problem was I had to open the door that is to the case of the little mini PC. So that there alone allowed heat to escape pretty much by just heat rises, and it just was able to kind of escape more easily out of the or away from the parts. But then I also put a fan on top of the mini PC with the door open, acting as like an exhaust fan. So there was some mechanical advantage there. There's a mechanical fan basically drawing heat off of the hot components on basically the top of the mini PC. And that has worked. That has kept it cool. The major disadvantage there is dust. So now I got another problem basically, or not really a problem, but a annoyance, which is I gotta constantly make sure the parts are clean and free from dust, because they're pretty much exposed. I didn't need to stop there. Pretty much exposed, and any dust in the room can pretty much just fall and collect on there. The fan helps, I guess, kind of prevent that a little bit. Let's make it right here. Woo. Up there. Up there. So yeah, that's my solution for now, at least. It does fix the noise problem, so that's good. That was one of the major things that was pretty much annoying me, because the fan would constantly, like I said, ramp up and ramp back down. Whew. Make a left here. It doesn't take a lot, too. I mean, to fix the problem, it's really just a matter of, I guess we'll get in the bike lane over here. It's really just a matter of more vents, I think. I think the case just needs more vents on the top of it to let heat rise and get out of there. And then, of course, the other fan I got, the second fan for the case, basically, aftermarket, drawing air off of the components, seems to make a big difference. So we'll see. We'll see. I think I might have fixed the problem. Let's make a left here. Let's go this way. Whee! Where is everybody, bike blogger? Well, it's like 5 a.m., so there's not a lot of people around right now. It's still a little early. Go up this way. Up Always construction going on in the city. I read somewhere that New York City, they got like some sort of loophole. I don't know if this is true or not, but something about like you can get occupancy, that is, you can move into a building, I guess, without, or it's like temporary or something, but you can get like permission to move in or something without a building permit if you still have scaffolding up. I don't know if this is true or not, because I remember when I last went to New York City, there was scaffolding everywhere. Did I make a left here? I think I want to go this way. So yeah, I don't know about that. I'm just getting off topic. I'm BikeBlogger. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Woo.